Well, don't get stuck in a lunch rut this school year.
Our next guest is a cookbook author who has come up with several out-of-the-box ideas for us. Welcome this morning, Lisa Leake, the author of 100 Days of Real Food on a Budget and several other books. Lisa, good morning. We're so glad you're here.
Thank you for having me. Happy first day of school to you.
Thank you so much. It's happy back-to-school season for everybody. My kids are already going to be complaining about their boring old sandwich, and you've got great ideas.
I do, and I really think they would work well for your hungry boys, too. So I'm excited to see what you think.
All right, very good. What's our first one?
Well, all of these, there's actually a little bit of a theme here. Okay. They include items that I have made in advance and frozen, which I think is the #1 way to make real food school lunches easy. So on a busy weeknight, you can go in your freezer and pull out something that you already worked on a few weeks before. Yes. And so first, I have here a lunch that includes a lemon poppy seed muffin. This is the item that I made in advance and froze, and it's in my new cookbook, 100 Days of Real Food on a Budget. And I've included, you can do this with either brown rice cakes. These are actually popcorn cakes. Popcorn is a whole grain food. And I put peanut butter, or you could do an alternative if you can't send peanut butter, with raisins and some sun gold cherry tomatoes and some freeze-dried strawberries. So this is, you know, we're going to kind of work up to the bigger appetites as we go here.
But this is great. Wouldn't your kids love to open that and have that in their lunch? And again, Lisa made these muffins ahead of time, keeps them in the freezer, so it makes it so easy when you go to pack the lunch.
Exactly. Yeah. Because if I had to actually make something from scratch every night, it would not happen.
Right.
So the rest of it comes together very quickly, and this was already done.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And so for this next lunch, now I usually on Wednesday send my girls a soup lunch. I'm a very routine person, and it also just breaks up the week. And their favorite soup is this tomato bisque. And again, I made this in advance, and then this is a freezer-safe jelly jar, but you do need to make sure you leave room at the top because it will expand when it's frozen. And my freezer is just full of these jarred soups. So I'll take it out the night before, heat it up in the morning, maybe add some noodles to it, and then pair it with something else that I actually have in the freezer. These are homemade breakfast burritos, and I make those in advance and just freeze them in a huge 2.5-gallon Ziploc bag, so they're ready to go. And then this is pancake that we just had left over and some orange slices. So all I had to do was pull out the burrito and the soup, and then the rest just came together very quickly.
Put the soup in a thermos, and again with your breakfast burrito, like a whole wheat pita or something like that?
Tortilla, yes. And then it has sausage and egg and bell pepper and also some cheese and potatoes.
Good lunches.
Yeah. Well, and people ask me a lot, oh, do they eat this cold? I mean, my kids do. I'm not saying it's for everyone, but they do. Now, the soup does stay warm in the thermos for up to 5 hours. So, but yeah, they love these. These are like candy bars in my house. I'm like, okay, slow down on the breakfast burritos. I spent like 2 hours making a bunch of them.
And again, all clean ingredients. Lisa uses everything, all clean ingredients, so they're really healthy too.
Yes, and so it's either made from scratch, or if it's packaged, it has 5 or fewer whole ingredients is how we define real food. Okay. So next, these are actually grilled panini sandwiches that I made in advance and froze. And so these have homemade pesto, tomatoes, roasted bell peppers, and cheese. But you could do anything. You could do ham and cheese. You could just do plain cheese for your picky eaters. And then just wrap them in foil and freeze them. And so you just pull that out. I had a little bit of leftover chicken salad. I'm loving the fresh peaches right now. And again,
yummy,
popcorn, which is a whole grain food.
That's a good lunch.
Yeah, so we're kind of getting up to the bigger appetites. My daughters, who are in middle school and high school now, they really like these lunch boxes this year. And I bet your sons, do they eat meat?
Oh, yes, they do.
Well, they would love this next one. These are little mini meat loaves. These are actually... Meatloaves. Am I speaking your language?
Yes.
So these are actually inspired by our school lunch meal plans, which we have for sale for 2 weeks a year, and they're available right now until September 1st. It's called Real Lunches Real Easy, and that's where I actually got this idea. These are little mini meatloaves that you put in a muffin pan, and then you can freeze them. So my freezer is just stocked full right now, and I have little cheese cubes and grapes and Triscuits, which are 100% whole grain, and some bell peppers and hummus. So for the bigger appetites, if your kids are doing, you know, athletics or they're hungry, this will fill them up in their 20 minutes they have to eat.
That is so great. Tell us a little bit more again about the
Real Lunch is Real Easy. Yes, it is an ebook. Okay. I'm glad you said that. And we actually have 4 of them. You can buy one, or you can buy all 4 of them right now. And so this is a meal plan. It's 6 weeks of school lunches. It walks you through every step, what to prep in advance. It actually has pictures of what each lunch should look like. And this is what I love about this. this is you do not have to think very hard. You just do what this tells you, and your real lunches are done. So they're on our website, 100daysofrealfood.com right now, just through September 1st.
Lisa's done all the work for you. It is so simple. You should take advantage of this. Your kids will love you for it. 100daysofrealfood.com. Go there now, 100daysofrealfood.com, and get some of her cookbooks, too. You're so good. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.